السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. May Allah welcome you in this episode of ENSAN. ENSAN is Arabic for human. And in ENSAN, we share human experiences and stories that shape us. And inshallah, you will get the benefit from these experiences. My guest today is my best friend. It's Badr Al-Amudi. Badr Abdullah Al-Amudi is my best friend. He was my friend at high school. We met at high school. We shared our love for graphic designing and other stuff, graphic related stuff. However, we both ended up in engineering. And in this episode, we will share our thoughts and experiences with passion, society, and all of that. So, Badr, let's start with you. And my first question would be, how did you figure it out, your passion in life and your purpose?
Okay. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Thank you for guesting me, right?
Huh?
How can I say thank you for bringing me here? خلاص, I said. I'm sorry for the silence. خلاص, It's all started when I was maybe at high school with you. I don't know if you remember. I was making some VFX. I also
I remember
dive
that.
deep into the MLG type video, if you remember. Maybe the audience will know, or people will know about oh mom, get the camera, or that kind of people when they rap and then one of them says psych, that's a wrong number.
Memes, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of memes, but we call it MLG
Yes.
in the past.
Yes.
So after that, maybe when I was in university.
Sorry not to interrupt you. Maybe we can call it brain rot these days.
Brain rot.
Yeah, like the TikTok, skibbity, all of these stuff.
Yes.
Same thing, but we're old people. Back in our days,
in the 20 days, something like this. What they call it, the 2000
the
people.
2000s.
Yeah, from 2005 to 2010, something like. No, not like this.
The early 2010s.
Yeah, something like this. So after that, I graduate from high school. You go to Malaysia, and I went to University of Jeddah, and from that I met with my friend Ayman, our friend Ayman.
We met him in high school.
Yes, we all studied together. So one day we saw an ad of an advertisement of a competition, short film competition in our university, and Ayman came to me and said, "Oh, Badr, what do you think? We can do it. Yalla, let's go." I bring my sister camera. He just do the arrangement of the place or the set in his the youth hostel or something like this.
At the university hostel.
Yes, and we record the film. We win the first stage, first prize. It was the prize was 1,500 riyal, I think.
We got the first place.
Yes, first place. And after that, we start to participate in this kind of competition when the competition mid is low.
Yeah.
So
the competition wasn't that great. It was mid. So you think that's how you won?
Yes,
I don't think so. He's very talented.
No, man.
But he underestimated.
we was making low quality films, but thank God we were one. Okay, and after that I go to professional production sets. But in the first 4 years in university, I was juggling around everything you can imagine. Like you said, 3D modeling, design, programming, Python, HTML, CSS, a little bit of JavaScript.
Try to grasp everything.
Yes, and I try to find my passion, or I try to find when you have that. The anger or the eager of learning things, the self-learning.
Yes, the fire of
knowledge. The fire of knowledge,
seeking knowledge.
Yeah, that's what's happened to me in these 4 years. So with that, I discovered my passion. Why? Because Ayman, my friend, said to me, when you go into the flow, when you edit it, after maybe 2 hours, 4 hours, you always make something brilliant. And also people notice that I make something bold
Yeah.
other than the Python thing or the graphic design
Yes.
in the editing.
You're great with everything. Yeah.
Yes, so I try to notice myself, and then I find, oh, it's my passion. I didn't notice the time passing when I editing in the
Yeah.
process of
Yeah,
editing.
yeah,
That's why I discovered that is my passion, and this is the story. Yeah.
So when you were saying that you think you got the first place because the competition was met,
Yeah.
well, I think that's coming from the perfectionist in you. You said we were making low quality stuff, but me and you share the same thing, this perfectionism. And the evidence for this perfectionism is I spent 10 years learning graphic designing, doing everything about graphic designing, content creation, media, and I didn't start my YouTube channel. I didn't upload until 10 years later.
And
So yeah, that's the perfectionist in us.
yes, and that's a real big problem. If I don't have that feeling and that problem in me, maybe before 5 years when we start with Ayman, we were able to make film every week. He was in Jeddah. He was live in the same city. Now he is in Dammam, and we also make films, but maybe one in every 6 months.
Yes. So the mom is another city that is far from Jeddah. Right?
Yes, maybe 12,000. No, not 12. 1,200 kilometer or mile.
Yeah.
Yes. So that's why I advise everyone to not be perfectionist. Please, please.
Just do it.
Yes, just do it. Prioritize the quantity over the quality.
Yeah.
Until you reach the quality.
Yes. I agree with you. People always say quality over quantity, but when quality becomes a problem, the perfectionism is not quality. When we say quality, me and you, we know that we can produce something decent in a short amount of time, but we don't do it. We want the perfect thing. We want to spend 10 years in one video, right?
Sometimes
Every single detail.
Mm.
Just now when I was setting up the camera, just tell them, it was like, bro, just press record. And I was, no, we have to capture this angle.
Oh no, let's go to the telegraph. You know better. I prefer the white. Oh no, the telegraph. Maybe half an hour to just set up a phone in the garden, in the park.
Yeah. So just press record. This is the message.
Yes.
This is the message.
Just start.
And also another thing, I think you spoke about being a generalist. So you were saying you wanted to learn this and that and everything. I think it's coming from, in Arabic we call it عقدة النقص, feeling that we're not enough. Why? Because society always views editors, graphic designers, media people as a hobby. It's a hobby, and that's why both of us went into engineering, and then after 5 years, both of us reached the same conclusion that it's not our
Yes,
path.
and you know about that.
And we didn't tell each other. We didn't tell each other until now.
Let me say it. Let me say it.
Yeah.
When we were in high school, you remember that we always came together and say, "Oh, we have this invention idea. What do you think? When we study engineering, we can make this thing, and we have the same passion, and we go to the same engineering. You go to the mechatronics, I go to mechanical engineering, but it's all engineering."
Yeah.
After 5 years, I was shy to tell you.
Afraid, yeah.
Yes, and afraid to tell you that my passion changed. I'm not an engineer. I don't have the same passion at high school. I love doing some creative things.
Yes.
Art.
I think
editing.
Yeah, I'm sorry not to interrupt you. I think that's where it's coming from. We thought that engineering, unfortunately, society has boxes, and you have to fit into this box, this criteria. Engineer is not, I'm sorry to say that, but this is what I've discovered. Engineer is not a creative path, unfortunately. If you want to do creativity, you can study something else. but not engineering. Engineering, you have to be a robot, just do this and this, study things from 10 years, and just do what you have to do.
You can be a
Like
little bit
creative with it.
creative,
Yeah,
but you have to stick to the society and
yeah,
the
yeah.
culture
We're talking
thing.
about the traditional route. There is no creativity in it. Not like content creation, where there is freedom. The creativity freedom is much more
Limitless.
obvious. Yeah, obvious there.
Yeah.
More profound. Yeah. So yeah, please continue.
Yes, and from that,
You were afraid to tell me
yes, I was afraid
that you
to
changed.
tell you that I'm changed, and then you came here someday, and you told
Today.
me, oh, yeah,
Just now.
you told me that you have the same thing, you have the same feeling. You are also not in engineering. But one thing that I have to mention to the engineering, and I have to give the credit to it, engineering give me a mindset, a way of thinking.
Yeah. Toolbox.
Yes, maybe you can study engineering, but you will lose some time of your life, but you will have the mindset of engineering, the mindset of making some noisy thing, having structure. You can
Yes.
structure the
Problem solving.
random. Yes, problem solving. You
Yes.
you will learn all of these things.
Yeah, I
But-
agree with you 100%.
Also, in the same time, if you go to the creative side, when you, let's say you edit in the Premiere Pro, you are recording some video, you will you will have some issues. You will try to fix these problems, and also this one will teach you self-learning and problem solving.
Yes.
The
By
same time.
yourself. Yeah.
Yes, creativity, not meaning
Critical
that you will
thinking,
be like those artists who always wearing some weird thing and drawing on the
yeah.
on
Absurd
some
art.
plate. Yes,
Yeah.
the abstract thing, you
Yeah,
know.
abstract.
No, creativity will teach you a lot. Yes, that's it.
So yeah, having a creative mind, especially when we are here and coming from an Arab society, a Middle Eastern society, we always think about you either have to be an engineer or a doctor, and then if you want to be an editor, graphic designer, do that as a hobby on the side. We looked up, you know, they have a down look, you know. So,
Yes, about
yeah.
that. Yeah, they always in our culture we see the engineers, the doctors, the lawyers. Always they are in the high rank.
Yes.
In the
Yes.
they are the better jobs.
Yes.
But
Society holds them on a pedestal.
yes, these days maybe now this generation are more open to see the opposite side, to see
Think
the
out of
other
the
side.
box, yeah.
Yes, think out of the box. You can make 10,000, you can make 1 million, like you can make millions in engineering or as a doctor. You can make
Products.
you can't make million as a doctor, but as a creative you can make.
Don't undermine doctors, please.
Sorry, doctors, but you have to open a hospital or something, a business, a kind of business, so you can
Survive.
Yes, that's it. So don't judge yourself and by affecting with your surrounding.
Yes.
Follow your passion and don't be scared. Life, I know life is short, but also you have only one life.
Yes.
You can live only one
once.
life, so use it wisely.
Yeah.
Yes, you can go juggling around. You can try this thing, try this thing. Don't be scared. The fears stop you from making
Yes,
things.
they hold you back. Yeah.
Yes, and one thing maybe to stop this fear, try to just do one step, one step in editing. Just trying.
Constant. Yeah.
Yes, so that you don't procrastinate.
Procrastinate. Yeah.
Yes, in this thing. Just try it. Don't.
Just
don't.
do
Yes, just do it.
100%. But then after the 5 years,
Mm.
after all of that time, I don't think it's time wasted. As you said, we've learned a lot, we've gained a lot. You
Yes.
changed your mindset, you grew as a person, you gained experience, right?
Yes.
Your social skills are much better, your communication skills are much better, your English, mashallah, is much better.
Yes, and that's
Yes.
from the self-learning, and
Alhamdulillah.
that's also engineering didn't teach me the English, and because
Taught you the skill of self-learning.
yes, and from self-learning I learned how to
Yes, and the discipline.
yes, and the discipline, and also this one thing I have to mention, I didn't practice English with engineers, with the engineer community, but with the filmmakers, with the creative
Media
people.
society, yeah.
Yes, with media society, because they more open. They have some events, more events than the engineering events. I can reach more people. I can talk to
Yes,
one
yes.
and more people.
Engineering are always shy. They don't. It's not a communication job.
Yes,
Not like media. Media people, they talk for a living. They communicate their thoughts. The videos are just thoughts communicated to visuals.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why every English words that I learned to speak was from filmmaking, from editing, from that type of feeling, the creativity thing.
So yeah,
Yeah,
after the 5 years, you reach to the conclusion that your route is
editing.
editor. The same
Yes.
thing in high school, the same passion. So you went back to your original passion.
Yeah, from the big.
And me
I
too.
end from the
Yeah.
to the start. I don't know how to say it, but
Yeah. You
the
came
thing I
back to
start
your
with.
roots.
Yes, that's it.
We came back to our roots.
Yeah, we still have that fear, but Abdullah, mashallah, start now on
Alhamdulillah.
YouTube. Now maybe he's reaching 13 video,
Alhamdulillah.
and I'm going to upload my new series on YouTube,
Inshallah.
inshallah.
Subscribe to his channel. See, I
Yeah.
think it's not just the fear of starting, it's also the fear of society. Okay,
The fear of critique, maybe.
yes.
Yes.
And the society, look, this not not being like getting approval from society.
Not
And-
have that shiny look like when
Yes.
you are engineer.
Yes, yes,
Yes.
So my parents tell me, okay, do engineering and then do your YouTube channel. But this thing, they have been telling me it from primary school. Okay, finish primary school, then do your YouTube channel. Finish middle school, then do your YouTube channel. Oh, finish high school, then do whatever you like. Okay, finish this. So yeah, I think at some point you have to stop yourself and say, I know better. Not I'm not encouraging you to go against your parents and against your words, but there is, even in Islam, we have this rule of being like respecting your parents and yeah, doing what they want. But if you want a thing and it's mubah, it's permissible in Islam, it's not haram, media content creation or whatever, you take with their advice, but then do what you want to do because it's your life, right?
Right.
Yeah. Like for example, marriage and other stuff. But then again, maybe their look is better. So right now, I stopped my engineering degree and I'm going for computer science, inshallah. However, I am proceeding with my media career. يعني خلاص, how long do I have to wait? How long do I have to hide in a shell just to conform to the society norms?
It takes so much time. 5 years.
Yeah. No. I don't think it's wasted. Yeah, I agree with you. It takes so much time to get the courage and just do what you love. And in Solve for Happy, sorry, I will let you speak, even though he's my guest. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay. You
you.
are breaching some wisdoms.
Thank you.
Continue.
So even though like I read this book now, Solve for Happy, and he's saying all of these successful people, all of the people that are on top, they have one thing in common. You know what is it?
Passion.
Passion. They do what they love, right?
Yes.
Our English teacher, Said Bakr Barnawi, you remember what he had on the wall?
Oof.
He had on the wall of the class, do what you love to love what you do. Interestingly enough, he's the one that told me, I don't see you as an engineer. Right after I graduated, I went to him and I was like, hey, yeah, I applied for mechatronics test. Interesting. Abdullah, I don't see you as an engineer. So yeah, he had
his vision, huh?
he had a vision.
Yes.
Subhanallah. So
And
yeah,
now-
I want you to go into generalist and specialist. So
Yes,
talk
for
about
that,
more.
maybe it started from university, like I said, after high school. The eager or the love of learning,
Fire,
that
yeah, the
yeah,
passion.
the fire and the passion of learning something new. the self-learning thing. I started from my first year in university. Like I said, I go through programming and then design and that type of thing.
Yes. On top of that, you had your engineering
Yes, on top of that, I have my engineering study.
and
And
your work and all of that.
yes, sometimes I was have some part-time work. And from all of that, I was wanting to make something bold, something I can show to people. Always uh, uh, I make something at the surface level. Like when you make a design, yeah, when I show it to my sister, she look and what is this trash? Do you make this? You made this? I said yes. Ah,
Because
this
she
better
knows
guy.
you. She know you can do better.
Yes. So after that, maybe after 4 years from juggling around, but I have to say, if you be a generalist, you will learn a lot. That will help you. And until today, I am using all my skills that I used in the generalist years, like computer, using the computer, programming, dealing with code, designing. Now in my job, I'm now working in entertainment center until I finish my college, my university. But in my entertainment center, I use my skills in design. I use my skills in problem solving in computer. I can deal with any computer in the center.
You're a tech
So
boy.
yes, but my advice to you is to after you have to in the beginning be a generalist and then start to be a specialist, because when you transfer to be a specialist, you will make something bold. And when I ask my family, what do you think is the bold in me? They said, keep the business aside for now. Focus on your editing because we saw you make something good in editing, in filmmaking, exactly, and in engineering. Because they always, as society, said, "Oh, you have to get the degree." So I focused on the editing more than engineering. Yeah.
Yeah, I get you. We are being um, pushed out, kicked out politely. I think people don't want us here.
Mm.
Should we keep filming here or should we go to another place?
As you want. I think we finished. Maybe you have a more question.
Yeah, I um, just wanna add or emphasize more points from what you said,
Okay.
like being a generalist and a specialist about that.
أيوة.
But I think it's all of that. Being a generalist specialist is coming from the perfectionism. We know that we can achieve more.
Yes, more than that, I was having that. Sorry for interrupting you.
That's good.
I was have that mindset of I can learn everything.
Perfectly.
Yes, but then I discover you can't. You will learn from what they call. It's in Arabic. من كل بحر قطرة ومن كل بستان زهرة.
Yeah.
From
From every sea a drop, and from every garden a flower.
yes, that's what I gained from being generalist.
So yeah, I think it's coming from the perfectionist in us that, oh my God, we can be great people, so we have to learn everything, know everything, and do everything. Well, I'm only a man, a simple man, and I think you are a man, a
Yes,
human.
we're only one human.
Yeah.
You have only one mind. You can focus on one thing. You can learn more, very bunch of
You can
things.
widen your
Yes, but you
knowledge.
can't. You
Be
can,
good at everything.
yes, you can good at maybe two things, three things. You can good at it, but everything, no, you can't. You don't have the time to do that.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, don't get us wrong. It's good to learn. It's really good to learn. This is the thing that keeps me alive, and you, I think, it's learning. Even though we have graduated from high school 5 years ago, we are still learning, continuing. Everything is a lesson. The day that the journey of knowledge stops is the day that I'm dead, in my opinion. I'm learning all the time, and that's what's being human is about. It's about that experience and getting, feeding and nurturing that experience as a human to grow. And this is what Insan is about, this podcast, and human is about. It's an experience. So we learn it from others, or we go through the experience. And that's the most beautiful thing about being in Islam. Adam alayhi salam,
Yes,
our father, he began his journey with وَعَلَّمَ آدَمَ الْأَسْمَاءَ كُلَّهَا. This verse refers that Allah has taught Adam all the names, right? So it begins with knowledge, and from that knowledge he became the successor and earned the right to be the successor of earth, right? Our prophet alayhi salatu wassalam, he began with the word iqra, right?
yes.
So this is it. This is what the essence of being a human is, knowledge. And that's what we want to share with you.
And I also want to add a point. I just remember it. I want to add the point that I noticed that when you be a generalist, you have to have a power, or you have to have some time to switch from path to path. When you are being a designer,
Yeah.
you have to enter to the designer mindset. You have to recover all your knowledge about the tools, about the way of thinking creatively.
Yeah.
Yes. Let's say this week you are a designer, and then the other week you switch to a programmer. Now you have to have another bunch of mindset and ideas and the way of
Toolboxes,
yes, way of thinking. The way you think will change. That will take you much time, and when you are perfectionism, you have the perfectionism problem. You will have more struggle in this, because you are trying to go into this box, into this way of thinking, into this mindset, and at the same time you want to be more efficient at the time. You want to make this thing,
Utilize, yeah.
yes, in less time you can, and you don't have that much of experience in this field.
So you want to learn very quick.
Yes, that's another problem. You have a drop from a sea, and this drop is require your energy
Yes.
and a whole other mindset to switch to it, so you can make something.
Yes.
You can make a design. You can make a code. You can make a model, 3D model. So that's why being a generalist is not a good idea.
Yeah. To add to your point, as I was saying, it comes from the perfectionism in us, right? And I think it's about the pressure. We know that this pressure will make us great, will make us great people. So we put this pressure on ourselves, even though no one puts it. So we have to manage our expectations, right? And pressure is good, stress is good. These days, the image that is shown to people is no, don't put pressure on yourself, honey. Don't pressure yourself. It's okay. Take it slow. Yes, take it slow. It's all about moderation. Stress, a better term would be utilization of time. Don't have time that you're not being productive. Like our talk here is productive. Even like taking a rest is productive. Sleeping is productive. It's all about productivity. وَإِذَا فَرَغْتَ فَانْصَبْ. This ayah in the Quran, Allah is saying to the Prophet, if you have free time, then so there are two tafsirs. The first one, stand up and pray. The second one, strive harder in the next task. If you finish a task, strive harder in the next task.
Yeah, be kind to yourself, but not too much soft.
Yes, be kind but not soft on yourself. Yeah, and not harsh, not soft. In the middle. It's always about being in the
Yes.
soft spot.
You see, one thing one of my doctors in university said about the middle thing. Islam is in the middle always. He said,
We call it
yes.
wasatiyya.
Yeah, wasatiyya. He said, what do you think by meaning wasatiyya, in the middle? The average? We said yes. He said no. Imagine like a mountain.
Yeah, the
You know how the
normal
mountain?
chart.
Yeah, the normal chart. Okay? If you see, here's the, like, what is the meaning of bukhul?
Uh, Stingy, being
is
stingy.
being stingy and being someone who always
Gives.
Yes, but in the middle you will see the الوسطية.
Yes.
So not
Yes.
stingy.
Subhanallah,
not,
and this ayah is in the Quran.
Yeah, so now the middle is the top of the mountain.
Yes.
It's not the average.
Yes. So not spending all of your money to the charity, then you have nothing to feed yourself and your family and to be responsible, and not spending nothing. It's all about moderation.
Yes.
Moderation equals wasatiyah, I think.
And
But then, yes.
wasatiyya is the top of the mountain.
Yes, it's the best, doing your best, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I guess that's it.
Yes.
Do you have anything to add, to share to the people?
Thank you for having me, and I hope I was a simple guest to you, and inshallah you will find your passion and your path.
Humble.
Yes.
Inshallah, we will have more episodes with Badr, with
inshallah.
22 million subscribers. So help me to achieve that on my main channel.
You can do it.
Inshallah.
I'm sure about that.
Yeah, thank you all for watching. Thank you, Badr, for being here. Thank you for being my guest. Jazakallah khairan. May Allah reward you. Good.
يا رب وياك.
Thank you all for watching. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. May Allah guide us all to the betterment of ourselves and humanity. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Now let's stand up so we'll not turn to barbecue.
Wallahi, it's hot. I'm sorry, Badr.
It's okay.